1 second before I start this thing and see YouTube real quick. Okay, I hope everyone's having a good day today. This is your boy Ginny here for another live stream review. I haven't done a live stream review in like so long, so I want to do one today. So here it is. Turn down this. Okay. Let's see if this is working. Let's start with this. We have to have her in the background, or this. This is technically the thumbnail I used. Pretty shown. Anyways, hope everyone's having a good day today. Today I want to do the Ginny and Georgia season 3 review, and I'm gonna write this down as well. I wrote everything down what I liked and disliked about this season, and what I think needed improvement. 6, that's 6, 10, that's 20, 5, and 6, that's 16, 20. Okay. I'm doing it the same way I did the season 1 and 2 review. Starting off first, this time I added something different. I put down like overall review, like the character development, plot, casting for casting for younger and older, and like for adult versions and the younger versions, the ending, how if I thought the season was funny, I thought the season was sad, if any plot twist this season, and the storyline itself. Because plot and storyline are different. Then I put the dislikes and what I did like about the season. And I added all up, and I rated it from a 10, rubber to a 1 out of 10 or whatever. Hello to the 4 people watching. I hope all y'all have a nice day today. First off, if you just joined, I'm just starting. This is just the beginning. So, season 4 character development, I would say I give it a 7 out of 10. Because just some characters that I did not like from the previous season, and this season the characters didn't improve much. For instance, I would say Ginny's character improvement went higher than ever before, and I like that about her. It really went really good because I did not like her the first 2 seasons too much, and yes, it did improve from season 1 to 2, and this season her character development changed a lot, so it went up to more. Hell, to the 12 people watching. How y'all day going so far? As first thing I would say is like, then Georgia's. Georgia's always been a favorite. If you haven't seen it before, hell, there's 16 people watching. How's your day going? 10 people watching. How's your day going? So yeah, Georgia's character development, Cynthia's character development went higher. What else? Simone's. I didn't like Simone too much in season 2. And Zion's and Silver, which she made a small appearance in season 2. And Max's, Nora's, Paul's, Podbuzz, and so much more characters in the show. But I gave it a 7 out of 10 because some of them did improve, and I liked about it. So it's better than the other seasons. The plot in this, which I give it a 8.5 out of 10 because I was kind of bored in the beginning of the season. I was kind of bored. First two episodes got me kind of bored, and then it went higher, and started liking the season a lot. Um, like I think the only needed improvement is that I don't think we needed Georgia in jail for so long, like we've seen in the first two episodes. The castings for the adult versions were a complete 10 out of 10. Good. I love the fact they improved her the casting for the adult version. Of like, for instance, we saw the adult version of Georgia, Max, Zion, Ginny, Austin, Abby. I don't think we've seen much any Joe, older appearance, like Joe's younger version appearance. Marcus, we've seen a younger version of Marcus, and Gail. We saw a younger version of even what's her name, Ellen, and even a little bit of uh, Brian. I think that's his name. And we saw a little bit of the Lynette's. Getting change and yeah, and what's it called? Nora. So that's a 10 out of 10. I gave the younger casting. I think they needed better improvement for the younger casting. Like, I didn't like how they made Jenny and Austin's characters very the same age. No, well, made Austin the same age, kind of the same age as he is on the first season. But and the fact I say the one thing I disliked about that part was the fact that they, if you remember that one part in this season, that whenever they were in the car how they were sleeping in the car, or like eating, sleeping in the car, back of the truck, we see Georgia with a actual phone. I don't think they even had like, oh, I don't know, it's 20. So Ginny would have to be like on that age 7. So I have to say they may have had an iPhone back then. Yeah, I think they did have an iPhone back then. I'm thinking this is like in this early not early oh hey Sophie, what do you think happens to the kids? I don't know what kids, like to Jenny and Austin, Sophie. What up, Sophie? How's your day going? I was saying, like Austin kind of looked the same age in the flashback, like back in season 1, and then look good for his part. Jenny, I don't like how they made younger Jenny like that. Well, I don't even know. I love the casting of Jenny, but then it's like it doesn't look like her at the same time. Austin looks similar to Austin in the first season, but I think they could have made a younger version, a little bit younger than him. Zion, I think I give Zion a younger appearance a 7. Georgia, obviously a 10 because they look exactly alike. Gil, I say a 10 out of 10 as well. Lynette is just the same person. Ellen, the same person. Marcus, I like how they made Marcus and Max similar. I say, yeah, made Marcus the same, Max the same, as a younger casting. What else? Um, I don't like how they made Abby's hair color. I like how they made Abby's hair look like a wig this season. Let me just put down Sophie. Sophie is still here. Um, name it about. Um, hopefully it does not get monetized. Okay. Yeah, I'd say Nora they kept her kid her same. Yeah, they made Nora's character good. I think that was a good casting for her as a younger self. Um, so yeah, I get that's why I gave every character like an 8.5 out of 10. The ending was pretty good. I love the plot twist in the end. I didn't expect that, so it was good. The funniness, I gave it a 6 out of 10 because I didn't think this season was as funny as the other seasons. But I love the funny parts I did think were whenever Georgia was going through Marcus's house into his window. That was really funny right there. It reminded me of season 1 when she did that. Season 2, I think it's. I can't remember what season it was, but I remember it happened similar to the same thing. It happened there. Then when Georgia was staring, looking at people through her binoculars, looking through the neighborhood, and then the next door neighbor, that man that had bad clothes, he was telling Paul to go over there to change his opinion, to change his t-shirts. So that was good. That was funny right there. And the whole part when Max was arguing with Silver and um uh Silver and what's it called, Sophie in the theater, that was hilarious. And then Nora's TikTok videos. So I guess that was pretty funny, but this season wasn't as funny as the first two seasons. This season was very sad, so I'll give it 7 out of 10, especially how the way they treated Max and George's past and Ginny, getting taken away from her mother was really sad, and Austin away too. The plot twists were good. I like the plot twist with Georgia being actually pregnant and Marcus actually leaving for the season and ending the season. I like the plot twist of Jenny actually helping her mother, but we never seen Jenny actually trying to help her mother at all before until this. Um, like what she had to do to protect Georgia from going to jail. And the storyline, I gave it an 8 out of 10 because that's the first two episodes I didn't care for too much. What else? I would say this season was the least cringiest season of the first from all of them. This one I have no cringe moments like I had for the season at all. So all that ended up being a 70/90. Now the things I dislike, um, the self-effacement of any of the characters. Say, for instance, um, Georgia. I say Georgia wasn't so selfish this season, but she was thinking, but only sometimes to herself. Like I think she was. I don't think she was trying to think about herself. I think she was also trying to protect her kids from being in a bad relationship with her. And then Jenny always thinking about herself and um, other called Abby as well. Then Nora is she's just so selfish herself, so she doesn't even care about Jenny's feelings at all. The relationships, I did like the Aang relationship in the beginning. I thought like I didn't like how they left Max behind, but then all the time like I didn't mind it the first half of the season, but then it started getting worse. Overall, as time went by through this season, and then the betrayal. Like I said, I learned it like that, so I gave it 4 out of 10. Um, what I liked about the season was finding Georgia free. Um, in this season, I like how they made it herself free this season. Like how they changed like how Ginny stepped up and decided to be a good daughter for once, but um, making it seem like it was all Gil's fault. So it was really good right there, and the ending was really good. Um, and everything else about the ending. And it is one I felt so bad it made me cry about the whole Marcus situation and how it affected Max as well. So that was the dislikes and likes. We got a um let me see, 45 out of 60, and I added dump from a 78 to 30 plus 15, which is 120. It was 123 over 150. So the total average of the season was at 8.2 out of 10. That's the final rating of season 3. And but here's the ranking of each character now. Now I don't go by the best to worst, so I decided to do it like what I give the rating of each character. George is also a 10 out of 10. Max at 10 out of 10. Zion is 4 out of 10 because I just like how he just betrayed Jenny and Georgia. Allison a 9 out of 10. Abby a 5 out of 10. Joe a 10 out of 10. Marcus a 10 out of 10. I mean a 6.5 out of 10. Gil a 10 out of 10. I only say it gave Marcus lower because he I'll say I made this change Marcus because Marcus actually did. I think because I liked him so much in the first 2 seasons. This season I think his attitude changed a little bit. I feel like giving an 8. 8.5. 8 out of 8. 95 out of 10. Because he thought is the way he didn't he only thought about Jenny over his own sister lots of times in the season. And kept on calling Max dramatic. Gil, never liked Gil, so he's a 0 out of 10. Paul was one of my favorite characters last season, and pretty much he was one of your favorite characters as well. So I gave him a 3 out of 10 because his improvement changed a lot. I understood why he was mad at Georgia. Did he have to treat Georgia the way he did? No. Like, should Georgia be telling him everything? Never passed out. Yes, she should have, but um, he just left her there by herself, which was not right for him to do. Then Press, I never liked Press, so a 0 out of 10 for him. We barely saw Hunter, so I kind of gave him a 9 out of 10. Padma, we saw her more, so I gave her a 10 out of 10. Cynthia a 7.5 out of 10. But she tried to help. She did whenever, I like how she took out Allison's glasses whenever Gil took them off and threw them inside that trash can. She kept them because she knew that uh Nelson would need them pretty soon again. Oh yeah, it gave Jenny a 5 out of 10 because I would have gave her a higher scoring. I literally would have gave her a 7 or 7.5 out of 10 this season, but then 8.5 out of 10, but then her whole attitude changed. Like I said, when she was just, yeah, we are, it's right for us to be apart. It's fine, and friends go apart, and that whole situation with her and Max in the last episode. Literally, went downhill right there. Like, no, that just pissed me off. The way she was just, I don't say that, but she was a bitch. That part. So that's why I lowered her to a 5 out of 10. I think the last seasons I gave her like a 3 out of 10 or 2 out of 10. So I say I gave her improvement this time. You know what? I give Ginny a higher score just because I give her a 6.5 out of 10. Because I do felt bad for her in a way. Okay, Nick was just we knew he was obviously with Paul a lot the times in the season. I gave it a 2 out of 10. Jordan at 10 out of 10. Brody at 8 out of 10. Sophie at 7 out of 10. Because she tried to help. I don't think she even knew about the part of it why she went over to Ginny's house. But she didn't. I don't think she really cared too much. Silver, she was a nice Silver, so she was literally a 1 out of 10. She was not a good friend to Marcus. She let Marcus continue drinking. It was just obviously not even a good idea for him to get through his depression he's going through. And she didn't give 2 shits. Nora, a 5 out of 10. Samantha, I give her some credit this year. I didn't like her last 2 seasons, so I gave her a 7 out of 10. Clint, Clint was Ellen's husband. I forgot. Clint. Yeah, I give him a 10 out of 10. Simone a 7 out of 10. Lynette, I did like Lynette a lot more this season, so I gave her a 9 out of 10. But I remember in season, I think season 2 or 1, whenever she tried to take away Ginny from away from Georgia. I don't think she tried to take away her from her. I think she was, but she was trying to also bring in Georgia with her too as well. Trish, I gave Abby's relationship. I gave her a 10 out of 10. They were a good person. Byron, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. And that's Barisha's boyfriend. Gabriel, I never liked him, so he gets 0. Ellen, a 9.5 out of 10. Yes. She didn't try to think about Max's feelings too much. She only cared about Marcus's feelings only. Barisha, 9 out of 10. Mrs. Gittens, a 2 out of 10. This is the teacher, in case y'all didn't know. Mr. McKay, Mr. Kevin, a 10 out of 10. Josh, which is the lawyer, which was George's lawyer in the beginning. I gave him a 7 out of 10 because he was nice enough. He was a good lawyer, but he set up Georgia, so I give him a 7 out of 10. And Dr. Lily, I gave her an 8.5 out of 10. Okay, now let's go on to the predictions, what I think season 4 could have. First off, let's talk about Georgia's pregnancy and her life after being free. Like, for one thing, I think the DNA to see who's the father, or is it gonna be Joe or Paul. Hello to 15 people watching. Hope all y'all having a great day today. And I do lots of reviews, so you all want to request any videos or movie reviews, I definitely would react to them and give you a big ass shout out. Anyways, I was saying, you may find out who the father is. I think it's Joe. Hopefully it's Joe. I hope it's Joe. Paul. I think Paul most likely trying his best way to get involved with Georgia after finding out that she's pregnant. Joe will be supportive no matter what, even if he's not the father. If he is and not the father, he probably still be supportive to Georgia no matter what. Ginny will be I feel like Ginny may be happy for Georgia this time around, and or she could even have mixed feelings about it. I can't tell what Austin's feelings may be, so I'll put him as his feelings may be unknown. I want to be excited and proud for Georgia. Gonna be a lot of drama between the new kid. Um, Possibility of custody being involved. I see Georgia get maybe engaged to Joe by the end of the season. Okay, oh yeah, especially at the way how season 2 and season 3 ended. As we see Max and depression, I feel like Georgia may stop it. She tries to attempt, if you know what I mean, pause. Okay, now we just go into Jenny's mood and her relationship a more. She probably be mad at Max for letting Marcus go to rehab because she don't blame her because she told him about Marcus drinking. And you know, whenever Marcus told Jenny about him drinking, and she, be worded better. Whenever Marcus told Jenny about Max grilling about him drinking, she didn't faze her at all, and she kind of looked upset about to be she kind of gave me that mood. She's upset about Max, and kind of looked like she was mad at Max because of that during the party in that same last episode of the season. So yeah, she probably get back with Marcus this season, Jenny. Shouldn't be angry because about not seeing Marcus a lot. And I feel like there'd be a little bit of cheating with Jenny because Jenny's character. I don't even know if I can tell if Jenny and Marcus are even together based on the last episode. They may have kids, but there's no involvement of them actually being together, I think. And as they are, good for them. I kind of like them being together. Max's mood and everything, Max will be, well, like I said, she may attempt. So I don't want them hurt to do. And if she does, I feel like George is gonna stop it right and she sees it, or before Max could even try to do it, she's gonna tuck her out and try to be nice to her. And I bet anything I broke this down. I bet anything her friends are gonna say she's dramatic for doing that. We all know that. And Max could most likely get new friends, and I hope she does. She needs to find better friends. She'll be more distracted, more distant this season, and be more hurt this season because of what happened this last season. And I've said anything since based on the characters' ages, how they look, they don't look like they're 16. So if anything, be like maybe a time jump, maybe a year and a half time jump. Say a year and a half year jump. At least the spring of Ginny's junior year, or Ginny's senior year and stuff. I don't know, there may be a flashback between those years. I don't know yet. Let's see, Paul may come back and try to ask Georgia for a reconsider her divorce. Not else. Lynette will try to be more nicer to more involved with Georgia and Ginny and Austin. Gil will find a way of finding his family, like getting back, try to hurt Georgia again. Georgia reunited with her mom and dad, which you don't want to see that happen because we saw it happen last season. Them passing by. So yeah, let me know. This was the end of the video. Let me know if you think any of the predictions I said is gonna happen, or if you have any agreements or any opinions. Let me know on the comments below. And hope y'all have a nice day, and I'll see y'all soon. Later.